Webster, and this is my 2021 beginning of the season in the bag. My PJ number is 128028, and I am on Team Domingo Disc Golf. So I'll start off with my putters. I have quite a few. These three are my putting putters, and I keep them in my couch. And I've got a first run Luna that's pretty beat up. I use it more for like step putts and jump putts. And then this one is not a first run one, it's like just a regular run, and it's in better condition than the first run. I putt with this more like in summer when the baskets aren't hard. It's really firm. And then when it is cold out and I need something to stick, I use this R-Pro AVR. And then for throwing putters, I have an R-Pro Pig, and this has a lot of pop and dome to it. It's only 163 grams, but it's very stable. And then I have a KC Pro 12-time X out AVR. I use that on just like approach shots, not very far, and just straight. And then for more like shot bending that I need to do or jump putts, I use this Tour Series Z Luna. And then for my mids, I have, I think 5, yeah. I have 2 Star Rats. This one has like a little tri-fly stamp on it. It's more stable than my other rat. I just throw it flat on like just straight approach shots where I need to get like 300 feet. And then this one is less stable. I can throw it on like a flip up or a long like flex shot where I need it to just like bend a shot in the woods. And then I've got 3 Rock 3s. My least stable one is this DX Glow one that I just got. It's nice and understable and firm. It'll go from about that much hyzer up and get turn, and it can get about 330. And then my next most stable one is a Star Rock 3. It just throws flat and it'll turn a little bit for its flight and go about the same distance as the DX one. And then my most stable is a Champion Rock 3. I throw it flat. I wish it was a little bit flatter, but I throw it flat and it just goes flat for its whole flight and finishes with a little bit of fade. And then yeah, that's it for mids. And then for my fairway drivers, I have quite a few, most of them being the same mold. Oh. So I have 8 fairway drivers. 6 of them are T-Birds. I have a G-Star one. This is my least stable. I'll just do a normal flip up. Goes about like 350 and more for shot bending. And then let's see. My next least stable one is this Champion T-Bird. It's kind of old, but it's pretty straight. It just takes a little bit of hyzer to flip up and then just go flat for its whole flight. And then I have a Star T-Bird, and it's Avery Jenkins. I don't think it's any time, like 1 time. But I just throw it flat. It's pretty domey, so I'll just throw it flat, and it'll go flat for most of its flight, and then finish with some fade. And then this one's a Star T-Bird 3, but it's old and flies more like a just regular T-Bird. It goes from like about that much hyzer and just straight for most of its flight with a little bit more fade than the other Star one. And then I have a Star Sake Bomb 2-time T-Bird. This is one of my more stable ones. I just throw it about flat and then it fades pretty early and doesn't get much turn. And then I've got a Metal Flake T-Bird, and like the Sake Bomb one, it's more stable and it's better for windier fairway distance shots. And then I have the Nate Sexton Firebird, which is my like beefy fairway driver, and where I need shots to really finish left, just throw it flat, or if I need to, like, do a force flex. And then for my distance drivers, I have mostly destroyers and one beast. The beast I'll throw for shots where T-bird won't get there, but destroyers will go too far, and it has a lot of action. It goes from about that much hyzer straight up to turn, and then just finishes straight. It doesn't have much fade finish, and it gets about 400 even. And then for my destroyers, my flippiest one is this G-Star destroyer. I throw it more for if I have a long uphill shot or if I need it to roll. It doesn't go too far because it's so flippy, but it's got some good pop top to it. And my next least stable one is this old Raptor 2-time destroyer that I have. It's super beat up. It's been in the bag for a while, and this one does finish with fade. It'll go from about that much straight up and turn for most of its flight, a long slow turn, and then finishes with a little bit of fade at the end. And then my max distance Metal Flake destroyer, it really doesn't fly like a Metal Flake disc should. I throw it like that much hyzer, and it'll go up and just cruise at about that angle and finish with fade. And I throw this one on like straighter uphill shots. And then I have a bottom stamp Star Destroyer, and it's max weight, and it's pretty stable. It's about as stable as this Saki bottom one that I have, or Saki bot. I throw it on shots where I can put it out right and just rely on it to fade back in. They're both about the same stability. They're just interchangeable, like whenever they're wet, playing in the snow. And then my most stable disc in my bag is a Pumpkin Shootout Destroyer. It's got a lot of pop top to it, and it's in the Star plastic, max weight. I throw it on just meat hook shots or real high spike hyzers. I can throw it just about flat or even with a little bit of ante, and it'll cruise, and then always finishes with a lot of fade. And then yeah, that's it for all my discs. And then the bag itself, I got at Ledgestone. It's the Grip BX bag, and my patches on it are the Destroyer, since I bag a lot of those. And then I've got the 2 patches that it came with, and then the Innova patch. And in here in my towel, just for quick access, I have a grip sack if I need it for drying off my putters. And then in this pocket over here, I've got my gloves. Right now it's cold out, so I wear them on the course. Then I've got XL Crank Mini, Indiana States Mini, and hand warmer. And then over here, I've got my umbrella, Innova towel. I've got 2 of the Indiana States Championship tags. And I've got a leagues tag. And on this side, I've got my DGPT water bottle, and it's got club stamp sticker on it and Innova sticker on it. And then in this pocket, I've just got the reusable scorecard that you get with your PDJ membership. And I've got the Double Mando Disc Golf zipper pulls. And yeah, that does it for my 2021 beginning of the season in the bag. I've been Harrison Webster, PDJ 128028, and I'll see you next time.